Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in for another Market Outlook by Exness. My name is Stanislav Bernukhov, Senior Trading Content Specialist here at Exness, and in today's video we are going to be checking on a possible trading idea for the week ahead, the narratives behind this idea and which economic data could potentially affect this trade. But before we proceed, let's check on the performance of last week's idea. So the idea was a buy for USD versus Swiss franc with a target price of around 0.81. The idea was fully correct and the price had reached the projected target within several days after the publication. For this week, we are monitoring the idea for Bitcoin, a potential short position of the target price of $80,000. The price moves in a strong downside move, having touched the lower band of the Bollinger Bands several days ago. From the historical studies, 137 out of 172 swings continued moving in the same direction for a while, which gives us a rough estimate of around 70% probability of continuation. What is the narrative behind this idea? Bitcoin has been hit heavily recently, being driven by substantial outflows from Bitcoin ETFs and the meltdown of large tech companies such as Nvidia, Palantir, and most importantly MicroStrategy, which had lost half of its value starting from the mid-September. The mentioned company is known as one of the largest Bitcoin treasury, and the plummeting shares affect Bitcoin price negatively. According to Glassnode, the implied volatility of Bitcoin options had grown remarkably since September, which indicates the level of fear, which is growing. The Bitcoin's Fear and Greed Index is within the extreme fear zone too, so any pullbacks might be used for profit-taking, being vulnerable to sell-offs, which economic data might influence the price of Bitcoin. This week is relatively empty in terms of possible important publications. Above that, US markets will be closed on Thursday due to the Thanksgiving holiday, and the trading activity will be muted for Thursday and Friday. US building permits on Wednesday is a possible publication that might drive some volatility. Speaking of the behavior of Bitcoin during holidays, the price action might be muted as there are no influence of US ETFs affecting the supply and demand. So in summary then, the idea for this week is a short trade for Bitcoin with a potential target of $80,000. It moves down in a strong bearish momentum and a high level of fear supports this move. The US building permits on Wednesday may cause some volatility, but given the market holidays, big volume inflows are not expected. Remember, this is not a signal, it is just the idea for a trade, it's not a guarantee of success. Always do your own research and remember to manage your risk.